welcome back to Real Talk. Welcome. Today we'll be talking about movies. Riley,
Yeah.
what's our first topic?
Well, we're going to talk about a movie that we just saw recently with a couple friends. We're going to have a chat about Venom 2.
Yes.
Now, I went into that...
I'm gonna give my...
Yeah, you go first.
Go first, you go.
Alright, no worries. I went into that movie not expecting much, to be honest. The first one, well, yeah, it was enjoyable. Wasn't anything really special. Like, it didn't have any twists or turns that I wasn't expecting. And, I mean, no one actually thought Venom was gonna die. He's too much of a marketable character.
Yeah,
So,
there wasn't that many stakes in the movie.
No, you're right, there wasn't. But, yeah, go.
Yeah.
But no, Venom...
I had some problems with the actual characters themselves.
In Venom 2, yeah.
Yeah, like, in the comics, I think Cletus Cassidy and Carnage are actually meant to have a symbiotic relationship and not fight.
Yeah,
within
because they're both sadistic. Yeah, they both have very violent personalities.
Yeah, and that's what makes them so overpowered.
Yeah,
is that they think as one. It was not like that in this movie.
No,
it was like the downfall of the character.
Yeah, I found that cheap.
Yeah,
just like
same with Venom too, actually.
Yeah, kind of like a Deus Ex Machina.
Because that was the second act.
Yeah.
Yeah, most jokes didn't hit, I felt like.
Yeah, I mean, the humor, okay, don't get me wrong, it was...
I guess humor's subjective,
yeah,
but it's like for a 10-year-old.
Yeah, I won't lie to you, it wasn't as bad as a Melissa McCarthy movie, but it wasn't great.
True.
It wasn't great. It wasn't Guardians of the Galaxy, let me say that.
Yeah. Another thing I noticed is that Tom Hardy can only do two voices.
The high pitch,
Bane and Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Can you?
Venom sounded like Bane in this movie.
Can you just imagine? Venom bonds with Bane, and they fight Spider-Man and Batman in like some crossover event.
Yeah, it was exactly like that.
Yeah. Okay, design-wise though, Carnage looked awesome.
Carnage did look cool. Another one of my problems with the movie is that there was only one fight scene.
Yeah.
Which was at the end. And that was fucking disgusting.
Yeah. No, I'd agree with that.
It was such an underwhelming fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woody Harrelson, he's good. Yeah.
But he couldn't carry the movie. He couldn't.
No, he couldn't.
Yeah, like
it has a good cast, but...
Okay, I always felt that Tom Hardy was miscast as a character. Like, the guy's in his 40s, he should...
Yeah, he seems too nice.
He shouldn't?
He seems way too nice.
Yeah, that. But he's in his 40s. He shouldn't be playing like some 20-year-old slob who lives on his own and is trying to figure out his life. He shouldn't be playing someone like that. Tom Hardy is a brilliant actor, don't you?
Tom Hardy's like... Yeah, he's like 48, isn't he?
I thought he was 44. Ah, something like that. He's 40s then.
Something
40s.
like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
But I'd like to take a minute to talk about the post-credit scene.
Okay.
I always go by the motto that a post-credit scene will never change my opinion of the movie, and it stands true in this movie. But
yeah.
The way they did it, I mean, yeah, it was kind of funny when the guy walked in on his room and just said, "Excuse me, what are you doing in my room?" But I'm willing to bet that the next Venom movie, or a crossover movie, will be even worse than this one. There's no soul in it anymore. There's no soul in Spider-Man.
Yeah, I liked Venom 1.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Like, I'm a big fan of Venom 1.
I mean, yeah, I understand the critics' problem with it. Like, it had a lot of shortcomings, but...
Yeah, both of these movies have the exact same plot.
Yeah, like, another symbiote who is related to Venom turns up.
And then
Has to kill
they
Venom.
both end in the exact same way.
Yeah, with some external force ending the symbiote. I mean, yeah, sure, Venom ate Carnage, but he couldn't have done it on his own.
Yeah, that was dumb as well.
Yeah.
In the comics, Carnage is a recurring villain, like a lot.
He's like Venom's Joker, if you will.
Yeah, Venom's Joker.
Yeah.
So then, the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is 84%, which I think is way too high.
No, that's too high.
Yeah.
I'm thinking at the highest we give it a 70.
I think maybe 70.
Yeah, at the highest 70.
Yeah.
At the lowest, I'd probably
you're.
Probably 45 at the lowest.
Yeah.
Although personally, I put it.
No, Captain Marvel's 45.
Yeah, okay, it wasn't as bad as Captain Marvel.
Okay, so the critic score.
Yeah.
That's 58%.
Yeah, actually, it sounds like a good enough score. That sounds like a reasonable enough score.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna read the critics' consensus.
Alright.
A sequel aimed squarely at fans of the original's old couple chemistry. Venom, Let There Be Carnage eagerly embraces the franchise's sillier side. I agree with that. Except for the fact that the critics keep on painting it as a romance.
Yeah. Is that...
That's kind of
weird. What score did that review give?
Sorry?
What score did that review give?
No, that's just the overall score for the movie.
Yeah.
Like all of them gave together, like Rotten Tomatoes put together.
Is that a Rotten review or a fresh review?
It's Rotten, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's 58%.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go.
Another. I don't know. Hey, there's a lot of things wrong with the movie, but yeah, I think we've pretty much summed it all up nicely.
Yep. So this movie made $210 million domestically in the US.
What was its budget?
I'll give that a quick look up. Venom 2 budget 110.
How much did it make?
Double that in the US.
Oh, okay. Alright, domestic. That's not bad. That's not too terrible.
Yeah. So this was the shortest ever Marvel movie.
How long was it? It didn't feel long.
It's 1 hour and 26 minutes.
Ooh. Yeah, that is pretty short.
That is pretty short.
That is really short.
Yeah. People didn't really like it. It's an average movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah? It's very mid. Now, do you want to move on to Hawkeye?
I have not seen episode 4 yet. I'm finding it hard to get into the series. It doesn't...
Not yet?
Not yet. But I mean, you can if you want, and I'll just tag along.
Well... Yeah, this episode was just kind of a filler episode for Hawkeye episode 4.
Okay.
They introduced Yelena from Black Widow. I know you haven't seen that.
I don't intend to, but yeah.
Yeah. You know Black Widow won an award today?
For what?
Best movie of 2021.
What about Nobody?
Nobody's my third best movie of 2021.
Okay, well, what's your best?
Dune.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And then No Time to Die.
I haven't seen that because
they're both.
I'm.
Yeah, I know why you don't.
I'm truly afraid of it ruining James Bond for me. Casino Royale was a high point.
It's actually.
And then Skyfall slapped.
Yeah,
Spectre was okay.
Yep.
Kind of scared.
I've heard this is the third best James Bond movie ever.
Jesus.
Out of like the 40 they've made.
Okay, I don't know about that, mate.
And George, you know George, he liked it too.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, he loved it.
Yeah, we should get him on the show.
Yeah, we should. Okay, what's our next talking point?
Okay, so we...
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh, boy, I'm excited for that, eh?
So we're a week out.
Yep.
Apparently they're dropping a trailer.
When?
On the day it comes out. For us, anyway.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yep. Yeah, that's...
I feel like they'll announce Toby and Andrew in that.
That is strange. That is strange.
And then they leaked the entire soundtrack yesterday.
Wait, does it have Ramones? Because the past two had Ramones.
I mean, like the score.
Oh yeah, okay. I was gonna say because the first one had Blitzkrieg Bop, which is as the name would suggest, a bop.
It's a banger.
Yeah, it's a banger. It's really good. And didn't the second one Far From Home, didn't it have I Wanna Be Sedated?
I believe so, actually.
Yeah. That's probably the second best song commercially. Anyway, I don't know. No, but No Way.
So did you hear about the post-credit? Yeah, you go.
But No Way Home. What's with the arm color change on Doc Ock?
So did you see it like turn into Stark Tech?
Yeah, I'm wondering, does he help Peter?
Well, so I've read a few rumors.
Yeah, what do you got?
Apparently, he starts helping him, and then apparently Electro kills him or something.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with the Sinister 6, Sinister 5 in this movie. I'm still holding out for that Mysterio reveal though.
I'm thinking Vulture.
I don't know.
I mean,
I do know they're still working on the VFX for it though.
Yeah. Tell you what though. What are we betting? Are we 100% sure that Andrew and Toby are gonna rock up?
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like 200%. I'd bet $50 on it at this point.
I would bet.
It's almost a guarantee.
I would bet more than $50. I would bet.
I'd just bet 10 grand.
I would bet my Unmentionables. That's what I would bet. I'm just that certain.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, with the Stark Tech, apparently he absorbs the nanobots.
Yeah. I love how they subverted our expectations completely in the second trailer. Just like, you're not Peter Parker. Everyone just a collective. Oh, how could you do this to us?
And then, then there's also a rumored post-credit scene for it, and it's very disappointing.
What do we got?
So you know Venom, how he came in the Venom 2's post-credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he leaves in the post-credit scene and leaves a little bit of a symbiote behind.
Oh no, really?
So we don't even get them to meet.
So you're telling me that Venom is no longer a character? He is a plot device.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. I don't know if they will do that or not, because leaks have been wrong in the past.
Yeah, no, that's gross. That's gross.
So we'll have to wait and see for that one.
Yeah. No, that is filthy.
It is filthy. So I'm expecting those 5 that have been in the trailers to be revealed in the movie, like, pretty early on.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting Mysterio or Vulture.
Yeah, honestly, it could be one of the two, but if we're bringing villains from the other Spider-Verses, Mysterio, he's not in any of them.
Yeah.
And
okay. So
it could be Rhino, and if it is Rhino, I'm walking out of the cinema.
Yeah. So did you
That's Mr.
notice that we haven't seen any of the actual Sandman or Lizard as a human yet or any marketing at all?
No, I haven't. Have you?
I haven't seen them at all.
No.
Like the other day, there was a sit down between Willem Dafoe,
I love him,
Alfred Molina, or Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Like they were all sitting around at a table, having a conversation for marketing.
Yeah.
And we haven't had anything promotional for the Lizard guy and Thomas Hayden Church at all.
I love how they say they all die fighting Spider-Man. Like Doc Strange says that. I mean, Sandman didn't die. He literally gone with the wind. Dr. Octopus sort of died helping Spider-Man. Does that count?
Yeah, and then didn't Lizard not die at all?
No, Lizard died.
Did he?
Yeah. It's been ages since I watched the movie because I avoid it like the plague, but yeah, he dies.
Yeah, fucking shit films.
Poop. Terrible.
Yeah. Okay, you want to move on to trailers?
Yeah, sure. Peacemaker looks great.
Yeah, Peacemaker.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest.
I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to that.
To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of wrestlers turning to actors. Like, I
Oh yeah, I
I
hate
do
The
not
Rock.
care for The Rock very much. But John Cena, he has.
Yeah.
I I I would say that yeah,
Yeah.
The Rock has mad charisma. Like, he has big screen presence.
I don't know. I like John Cena as Peacemaker.
Yes.
I don't think he's that good in
No,
anything
but
else
I
though.
did enjoy him as Peacemaker. I did. I really did. It was probably one of
Yeah.
the
So
um
they.
best parts about the Suicide Squad.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, easily. So did you notice in the trailer that they got the other Terminator from Terminator 2 to be his dad?
The other term. Do you mean the Liquid Terminator? Yeah.
Yeah, the liquid one,
Yeah.
Robert Patrick.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Yeah. It, I'm excited for this because they don't just bring him in for a small role.
Yeah, it's like oh god. Who's the guy from Peaky Blinders? I forgot his name.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
the
you
one.
know,
Can't
yeah, like
remember his
he
name
is such a good actor. You do not bring him in for a minor role. Like in have you seen the Tron
Yeah.
movies at all?
though. Oh,
Yeah.
I remember
Well, the
those. Yeah.
original Tron, his dad, I think he was the antagonist, kind of, if you don't include the CPU thing. And then
Yeah.
in Tron Legacy, which is
Yeah.
one of my and my family's favorite movies, he was in it for a
Yeah.
very minor role in the beginning, and I think that was supposed to be a launch pad for a sequel to Tron Legacy with him as the villain.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Okay.
obviously never happened, sadly, because they tried to turn it into a TV show, and that didn't work. And then they put all the
Yeah.
funding towards something else that only lasted for a few seasons. So no one wants to touch it with a 10-foot stick anymore.
Yeah.
So that's a shame, really. I loved Tron back in the day.
Okay. So with the
Yeah.
Peacemaker, so you know Vigilante in the
Yes,
trailer.
he looks interesting.
He looks
Yeah.
very funny, but I don't think people are very happy with that because in the comics he's a very depressing character.
Yeah, I don't get what's with people and changing the way characters act from comic to screen. It's like gender swapping and race swapping. It
Yeah.
has no real impact. Oh, it does have an impact. It's a negative impact
Yeah.
on the viewing experience for fans.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it though because I don't really care about
Yeah.
that at all. Like it doesn't really affect
Yeah.
anything for me.
I've never read the comics anyway.
Yeah. Matrix.
Alright, well, let's just start off with a very quick review of the original Matrix movies. They were simply pioneers.
Okay. The first
Yep.
one is at least,
They
and arguably
Yeah,
the
they
second
introduced us to bullet time. We're gonna ignore Blade, which did it a year earlier, and
one. Yeah.
you know they spawned a essentially what I would say a phrase of its own, like a glitch in the Matrix. No, when you see something out of
Yeah.
order in
Um,
everyday life, it is like, oh, look at that, a glitch in the Matrix.
Yet spawned conspiracy
Yep.
theories. It literally gave birth to the superhero
Essentially, yes.
genre. Yeah. It brought Keanu Reeves to even more
Yeah,
fame.
it's probably one of my favorite Keanu Reeves movies, all of them put together. Even more than John
easily.
Wick, I would say, because John
I
Wick is
think
just simple action. Don't get me wrong,
yeah.
simple action is great. Like, just look at Nobody, but The Matrix is just so much
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. I think The Matrix is probably in my top 15 movies
Oh, yeah, it's
of
gotta
all
be.
time.
Mm.
Like, it's such a well-crafted movie.
Yeah, it is. I
And especially for that old. That movie is over 20
dude, it
20
was
years
ahead of
old
its
now.
time. Just
Yeah.
so incredible.
So, they dropped that new trailer,
Yeah,
and it looks like they're exactly mirroring the first one.
Which begs the question, why? Why are you making this movie?
Yeah.
Like, I will watch it, but...
And did you see they recast Lawrence Fishburne?
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, maybe he didn't want to get in on the action, or maybe he's just too old.
I don't think so. I think what's gonna happen is that they're inside a new iteration of the Matrix.
How do they get there, though?
And then when they go outside the Matrix in the movie, they go back to Lawrence Fishburne.
Alright. Okay, but
Yeah,
I think
so
the
that's
most
what I'm
important thing to do before you start writing a script or even beginning conceptualization of a movie is I think you need to consider, is this a story that needs to be told?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you can...
Like, a lot of these shits that need have been being remade. Like, I don't want to say Jurassic World because I kind of like that.
it was visually entertaining if you switch your brain off, but on a plot level and character level, it was not great.
Yeah, and same with all the Disney reboots.
Yeah, like the live action remakes. I don't know why. Like, I'm gonna point to Milan for this because I really like the original animated version.
Yeah. It's very
the original Mulan had her go up against her male counterparts and struggle. She struggled to keep up with them because, you know, biologically women are on average.
Even outside of the pandemic, Mulan would have flopped.
Yeah, absolutely. The original one just had her be OP from the very start. It's
not my favorite film, but it's
the
a
original
good movie.
Oh,
the
yeah.
original.
Definitely. Okay.
Yeah.
The live action Mulan suffers from a condition I like to call the Rey Skywalker syndrome. Right? She's just overpowered right off the bat for no apparent reason. Well, I mean, there is a reason, but it's ridiculous.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Marvel's another good example.
So, next year, I'm going to watch every Star Wars movie.
Yo, we can do a special, like, 3-hour review of each one.
Yeah. And then I'm also going to do, start getting into anime.
That's a deep dive, Xander. That's a deep dive. I warn you.
Probably gonna start with JoJo's.
Do not start with JoJo's. Okay. JoJo's is very unique. There's nothing else like it. It's a bad thing to start with, because then you have trouble finding anything else.
Okay.
If you want to start with something, start with Jujutsu Kaisen. It's short and it's very entertaining. I'll send you a link to it.
Okay, so another thing that we don't have on our topic topic list, they're actually making a Halo series.
Like a movie series. Or a show.
A show, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be, I mean, if they do it well, like, you have to...
And you know who's producing it? Steven Spielberg.
Yes! That is great. That is beautiful.
I've seen them tried to do Halo shit in the past, and it's all so shit. But they're meant to be dropping a trailer for this soon.
What they have to do is,
and it looks,
they have to be really, really careful when they make this show, because the fans are super dedicated. It's like a original trilogy Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
You do not mess with the characters.
Yeah, so
from the original trilogy.
It's gonna be like the X-Men as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they can't fuck that up when they make that.
No, because as fans, the original movies and the the James McAvoy series of movies too.
Oh, I love
Apocalypse was a letdown, and Dark Phoenix. Oh god, we don't even talk about that.
They should have honestly ended it with Apocalypse, to be honest. Actually, no, Logan.
Yeah, that was a brilliant movie.
Like, we didn't need Dark Phoenix or New Mutants at all.
No, we didn't.
Other than that, I would have been happy with ending it on Logan.
So would I.
To be honest, I feel like X-Men Origins is overrated.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Underrated.
That's the one with Silver Samurai, right?
No, that's the one with Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool.
Is that the Wolverine?
That's the Wolverine.
Okay.
That's the
X-Men
Wolverine.
Origins Wolverine.
So X-Men Origins Wolverine, I feel like it had a great supporting
Ryan
cast.
Reynolds is always a win, but the way they did Deadpool,
Yeah, especially at the start. Yeah, they fucked
yeah.
that up.
he
Like I liked his suit at the
his suit
start.
was fine. I mean, he didn't have his abilities or anything, and
He
he
looked
wasn't as
badass.
snarky as usual
And they-
Deadpool could be. But
Yeah,
I think
and they gave us
the movie
yeah.
started off strong.
They gave us
Yeah,
Gambit.
Gambit.
It-
He was pretty good.
I feel like everything was good up until the finale.
Yeah, it was like
If I'm being
yeah,
honest,
no, I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you. It's
it was an average X-Men film up to the finale.
yeah, not great, not terrible either. Not bad. Just not bad.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Spider-Verse 2.
Into the Spider-Verse
Okay,
2. Yeah. So we saw the trailer for that.
I won't lie, I wasn't a massive fan of the original.
I feel like it was very well crafted.
Was well
the
crafted.
original.
Was well crafted.
I'm not. I don't think I'm a very big animated
No,
film
me neither.
fan.
Unless it's Pixar. I have a passion for Pixar films.
Yes, but yeah. Apart from Toy Story, I don't think any of those would go on my top 100.
Cars, mate. Cars.
Oh,
Yeah, Cars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cars. Of course. Yeah. It's interesting the way they're going with it. Spider-Man 2099.
Yeah, he's Spider-Man 2099 was always very popular in the comics, so they have to.
Yeah, I think they're doing
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2099.
Yeah, they have to do him justice, or the fans won't be too happy.
Yeah.
I mean the first one
Well, he's a 1992 character.
still very popular.
So he's been out long enough to have some good stories.
2099.
So they can adapt some. Yeah, they can adapt some good
Yeah, that's
stuff
true.
there.
Actually, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not really an expert on the Spider-Verse movies because I've watched it maybe once, and even then I
Yeah.
thought it was okay.
I've seen it
Yeah.
probably twice. It's.
It's alright, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like this is just going to be the same film as the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
But they had to split into two parts for some reason for this one, so they must be doing something.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might do something special with it.
Morbius.
Alright, Suicide
Yeah.
Squad spoiled Jared Leto for me, but if he can do really well in this, I may just take him back.
Okay. If you understand me, I don't think Jared Leto is bad in the Suicide Squad. You know what I
The
do think
writing,
is bad?
the character development. Yeah.
The writing, the script, and the dialogue he was given. I think he acted
I
it
agree with
perfectly.
you. Yeah, I just still.
You saw Snyder's Justice League.
Snyder's Justice League was good. It wasn't perfect.
He was in the end of that for a solid 15 minutes, and he was good in that.
I don't really remember. I won't lie. I watched Zack Snyder's Justice League on lack of sleep and copious amounts of caffeine,
Oh, okay.
but I did enjoy it.
It was like, it was in like the epilogue scene when they're
Yeah.
in the nightmare,
The
and he says "We live in a society" line.
Joker was so good.
Uh,
That was great.
yeah.
I would like to talk
Um,
about the upcoming, new and upcoming Batman movie, very quickly.
Say it again?
I'd like to talk about the new Batman movie, quickly.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
I just rewatched the trailer, and okay, yep.
The new one.
Robert Pattinson, Twilight. Ew. Okay, but
Okay. I'm willing to put.
oh yeah, I'm
Twilight
absolutely
behind.
putting Twilight behind him. I watched The Lighthouse recently, and he is so good in that. Have you seen
Yeah.
that?
I've heard good things about
Yeah,
it. I need to
it's
get
got
around to
Willem
watching
Dafoe and Robert Pattinson, and it's
it. Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, I've heard that.
It is a really, really good movie. Okay, but the one criticism, like the superficial criticism, it really doesn't matter that much. But when he's walking down the corridor and the two goons are shooting at him, right? And it's just
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
bouncing
very
off his
unrealistic.
suit. I'm just thinking, yeah, that's not what Batman's supposed to do.
Yeah, just aim for
Yeah,
his
and
face. I feel
even
like,
even to that point, that's not what Batman's supposed to be. He's not supposed to be this big tank.
yeah. So I don't know if I don't know if that will make it to the final film, but I feel like they could just literally change that to him gliding down into the tunnel, throwing a smoke bomb, and then taking everyone out that way, and then it would be much more Batman-like.
Like, Batman relies on stealth and agility, not just walking through a shower of gunfire.
Brute force.
I mean,
yeah.
this is another minor criticism. With the bullet impact on his suit, it might not pierce the suit, but the force of the impact will push him back.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really matter that much, I suppose. It's just a petty criticism I had.
I'm looking forward to this though,
definitely.
but I'm being skeptical
I think it's probably for the best to go into every cinema experience a little bit skeptical these days.
A little skeptical.
With all the new releases I've watched recently, I watched Wonder Woman 1984 recently, and that was a massive disappointment.
Yeah.
I don't.
Pedro Pascal was
He
good.
tried his best. He really did. His character wasn't that good, but he tried his best. I gotta hand it to him. He tried his best, but I don't feel like people are making movies to tell a good story anymore. They're making it for money. I feel like a big, like the perfect antithesis to modern movie making is the movie Nobody from earlier this year. Like that was it.
Yeah, I'd say Boss Level 2.
Yeah, I would include both of those.
Because those movies are just back to
just
basics.
simple action, just unpretentious, no messages, no pushing anything, no ideologies at all. It was just good, honest action, and I think we need more of that these days. Personally,
I agree. So, you know how we watched Shang-Chi earlier this year, yeah? Well, they announced a sequel for that.
Did you see what the guy who plays Shang-Chi, I forgot his name, and I can't pronounce it.
Simu Liu, or whatever his name is.
He said, movie flopped so hard it got a sequel. And I'm thinking, it got a sequel because Marvel wanted you to get a sequel. Didn't matter if you flopped or not. Like Eternals is gonna get a sequel, but that flopped.
Most things are flopping though because of the.
I wouldn't say it's because of the pandemic. I just think it's because people don't like what they're making anymore.
I think Shang-Chi was average.
A lot of good ideas.
Like, it was good in the first
a lot of
acts,
good ideas,
but then the CGI fight at the end.
I'd say it had a lot of good ideas.
Yeah.
But it was poorly written.
Oh yeah, so this new one's gonna be directed by the same guy.
Yeah, good.
And hopefully you can improve
I think it's good to keep directors throughout, like, franchises.
Yeah, for trilogies.
I'm looking at you, Lucasfilm. I'm looking at you.
Yeah. So I heard James Gunn is leaving after Guardians 3.
Didn't James Gunn cop some flack in recent times?
Yeah, apparently a tweet came up or something, didn't it?
Probably. That sounds about right.
And then they fired him and he went to go direct Suicide Squad. And then they hired him again.
James Gunn is a good director. Like, I wholeheartedly enjoyed both Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Yeah. I'm happy in saying the second Guardians of the Galaxy film is the second best film.
Yeah, I'd agree. The best is Infinity War. Do we agree on that?
That's my third best.
Oh yeah.
I think you know
Iron
what my
Man
first
3.
best is. Iron Man.
You got issues,
Iron Man 3.
That's so good.
I do.
That's fun.
Now back to what I was saying before. Shang-Chi is also getting a spin-off show on Disney Plus.
What's it called?
I think it's to do with his sister.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
I don't know. Apparently it's meant to be a comedy show, and I don't think his sister was a comedic character. And if they bring Katie into it,
You know, if I decide to watch that show
I'm
and then
not
I
gonna
see
be happy.
Katie, and I see Katie in it, I will quite literally throw my laptop into my ceiling fan. Just,
Yeah.
God, she was such a bad
Ah.
character. Ugh. I don't think I can overstate. I don't
She
think I can
was, though.
overstate how much I disliked her.
Yeah, I feel like there is worse than her, but she is pretty bad.
Yeah, yeah, I'd agree. Okay, so I started watching WandaVision recently.
Oh,
The first three
okay.
episodes are really interesting.
So do you like sitcoms?
Honestly, the only sitcom I really ever truly like had a special thing for was Seinfeld.
Oh, okay. So I grew up with
The
The
Simpsons is
Simpsons,
good.
yeah,
The
and I'm a big
Simpsons
fan
is
of The
good.
Simpsons.
I'm a Family Guy person though.
Yeah. So apparently, sitcom fans really like
Yeah, because it's
WandaVision.
essentially
For me, it's the worst. Yeah, it's the worst show
no,
at the moment.
no. Not no,
Ah,
no,
okay.
no, no. The worst Marvel show is Loki.
I don't know what if's up
I
there.
haven't watched What If yet, can't judge, but I did try to watch Loki, and I failed because it's gross. Okay,
It definitely
here's
has
my
a weird
problem with
plot.
it, right? If they use
They made a
if
fucked up
okay,
decision
if they
doing
use
that.
2018 Loki, right? The Joker, like the kind of jokey version of Loki. I did a little rhyme there. The jokey version of
Yeah.
Loki from post Ragnarok, right? When Taika Waititi decided that every character was to be played for laughs. Yeah, but the problem is they
Yeah.
took 2012 Loki, and 2012 Loki is
Yeah, and he had 5 years of development in a
yeah,
week.
yeah, 2012 Loki. Sorry, he was a cold-blooded murderer who would kill anyone for anything.
Yeah, he literally tried to like
Yeah, we
enslave
saw
a
it like
planet
in
in the
his
same
murder
week.
of Agent Coulson, in his attempted destruction of the entirety of New York City and then the world, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But in 2018,
Yeah.
Loki was played for laughs, to be honest, and I thought Loki was such a good character upon his first release in Thor. I thought he was
Yeah, hopefully
very
they can
interesting.
redeem him
But
now.
they played okay. He's a side character in its own show in Loki. The main character.
Oh yeah, and then especially that romance
I
subplot.
don't even know how to feel about that. I'm really not sure.
It was disgusting. I hated it.
Filthy. I know your place,
Yeah.
trash.
So did you ever get to the
Loki?
finale? Yeah.
No, I decided I'd watch Titans because it seemed marginally less shit.
Oh,
Titans
Titans
is
is a
good.
good show. I'll get into
Yeah,
Titans in a second,
I think we should talk about that.
but I wanted just to talk about the finale of Loki
Yeah,
first.
I don't know.
So they introduced Kang, yeah.
Conquer a big Avengers villain. Yeah.
Yeah. The episode is literally them three sitting in a chair in a circle, like in
For 40
chairs,
minutes.
just talking about. Yes, literally 40 minutes, and they're just sitting there talking about the multiverse for the entire
Why
episode.
do I feel like it's gonna link on?
Now the actor who plays Kang,
Who plays him? What's his name?
Kang is good. Jonathan Majors.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in many things. I think there's one Netflix
Yep.
film I saw him in, but yeah, he's not that well known. But he is pretty goddamn good as Kang. So Kang and Morbius, who played by Owen Wilson, were the best things in that show.
Yeah, once again, I wouldn't know, but it really does
Agreed.
seem like it, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Owen Wilson is... He's always he's a pretty good actor. He's a pretty good actor. He tries his best in every role he's in, it doesn't matter how poorly it's written. He tries his best.
So, you've seen the first 2 seasons of Titans.
Yeah, I have.
And did it surprise you?
Well... I had a review written somewhere, but it's vanished on me. That's alright, I'll just quick, smart, come up with one. Right. So,
Freestyle.
so I went to Titans, right, expecting a lowbrow kind of Falcon Winter Soldier kind of show. Not great, not great, sort of disappointing. But I was pleasantly surprised for a change. I was pleasantly surprised. Dick Grayson,
Yeah.
he's a great character as always.
He's easily my favorite.
Easily.
Maybe Jason Todd.
He got on my nerves a little bit, but I suppose that's part of his character development. No, Dick Grayson is a top character.
Yeah, he changes a lot in season 3.
Dick Grayson, top tier character. The only character I really had a problem on screen was Raven.
Raven. Yeah.
I
feel like she's
tolerable
tolerable.
Best of times and just painful to watch at worst. Like.
Yeah, I feel like she gets too much screen time, and that's what makes it so bad.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Which was why season 3 was so refreshing for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find that out soon. Okay, but I'd like to skip to season 2 quickly.
I reckon the show is...
Yep. So if we're gonna skip to season 2, I'd like to address the elephant in the room. Everyone's favorite armed mercenary, Deathstroke.
Yeah, he's a goddamn
I think
good
the
villain.
actor who portrayed him did a really good job.
That actor is easily my favorite version of Deathstroke, but it's not my favorite suit.
Yeah, the suit doesn't really have the contrast that the classic Deathstroke costume does.
Yeah, and it's also like a bit too medieval. If
Yeah,
you
I
know
do,
what I
because
mean.
it kind of looks like he has chainmail on. Yeah, with the kind of interlocking lattices, if you will, on his chest and arms.
Yeah.
What annoyed me
Yeah, it glistens a little too much.
What annoyed me the most about season 2 was the fact that Dick Grayson wasn't gonna fight Deathstroke on his own. Like, I thought him fighting Deathstroke could have been his biggest and that's the suit. His final fight with Deathstroke could have been like a redeeming sort of situation for him, but no, he didn't even get the final blow on Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Ravager did, I think. Is that what a superhero name is? Supervillain?
I think her name's Ravager. Yeah.
Many Ravagers. Yeah, but Rose. That was another character I didn't particularly warm to.
Yeah, fair enough. Did you like Jericho?
Yeah, I did. I did like him.
I wasn't expecting that plot when I was watching the show, but it's actually kind of good.
Yeah. I like how he lived on inside Deathstroke, because he used his ability to like shift his mind into his, just hanging around like a Force ghost or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like the Aqualad suit?
Honestly, I've never been a big fan of underwater superheroes. But yeah, no, I didn't actually mind the suit that much. It was the right amount of comic book cringe, if you know what I mean. Like kind of merged with a good amount of realism. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like
characters who get visited too often. Hank and Dawn. Say what you will about them, I think they get too much screen time.
You need to watch season 3. They're in it for like about 3 episodes. And yeah, you'll see what I mean when you watch it. Hank really grew on me over I watched it. I really didn't like him at first, but he grew on me.
liked him. I liked him a lot more than I liked Dawn.
Yeah.
I probably sound really sexist saying that I only like male characters, but that's not true. I think they did a fairly good job with Starfire in the show. Yeah.
Starfire is pretty good, and I don't really care about the race change.
Yeah, it doesn't really affect it because she's not human anyway. But I was always a big fan of the original Teen Titans cartoon, not Teen Titans Go, the original one.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know the one? Yeah.
Yeah, Titans.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Teen Titans. And I don't think, like,
Mhm.
a lot of people really like that show, for good reason too, it was well done. And I think Starfire's naivety and her unknowing, like, her ignorance, when it came to,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's
not
not
there in
there,
that
and it
show.
kind of reduces her charm by a significant amount. And
Agreed.
you know what else isn't there
Yeah.
that was a driving force of that show for several episodes? The romance
What?
between her and Robin. I know that in the first season they got together, but I haven't really sensed anything afterwards.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely not there even in the third
Oh, right.
season. Because in third season there's a bit of a romance between him and Barbara Gordon,
Yeah, well, that's
like in the comics.
that's comically canonical. So yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think in season 4 though they will change that and go back to
Yeah, that
Starfire
sounds
and
good.
Dick.
Like a lot of people, a lot of modern day comic and superhero fans grew up with that show. Yeah, and
Yeah,
you,
agreed.
you have to figure out what the fans want, and then deliver for them. You
Oh,
don't have to
100%.
decide what the fans want.
It needs to be an appropriate amount of
Yeah.
fan service until it affects the
Yeah, I'd
story.
agree 100% with that. Too much fan service can just seem like nostalgia baiting.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared about. No Way Home.
Yeah, yeah, no, I'd agree with you there. But I mean, it's a Marvel movie, and Marvel movies haven't been that good recently. And Zendaya's in it, so
Speaking of superhero
yeah.
movies, next year we're apparently getting 6 DC movies.
Ooh, all right, listen.
Okay, so we've got the Batman.
I'm hyped for that beyond belief.
Yeah. Okay, now here's one that I'm not really hyped for, but I will watch because it's DC. Black Adam.
Yeah, The Rock's in it. He's the main character, and as we've previously established, we don't much care for The Rock.
Yep.
He's not.
Then we got Batgirl, which is a
Oh,
DCEU.
no. You know what? I can only think of Batwoman.
No, wait here though. Wait here. Let
I can
me
only think of
explain.
Batwoman.
I'm thinking Ben Affleck's coming back as Batman in
I
that.
don't like Ben Affleck's Batman.
He's a
doesn't-
man for me. Then J.K. Simmons.
What's he gonna do?
He's Jim Gordon, isn't
yeah,
he?
he's Jim Gordon. Yeah, I forgot.
And then Brendan
Oh my
Fraser.
God.
And guess who he's
Cliff?
playing? Fucking Firefly.
Actually. just
It's definitely
I
a
can
weird
just imagine
casting.
Brendan Fraser, like fat Brendan Fraser, flying around it with a jetpack and flamethrowers.
Yeah.
like Cliff from Doom Patrol before he got in the accident. Just
Yeah. Okay, now then we got Aquaman 2,
I don't really care.
and that's got Amber Heard coming back.
Hans,
So I'm not excited for that at
Mr.
all.
12 gauge. Gee, I hate her so much.
Now DC League of Super Pets.
Yeah, I think we already know I'm not watching that.
I'm gonna watch
Of
it
course you are.
because of Keanu
What's he
Reeves.
playing?
Keanu Reeves. I don't know yet, but he's in the movie.
Keanu. Don't do this to yourself, man.
And then another
Yeah, what?
one, The Flash.
I love The Flash. I love
You
The
know
Flash
The
so much. He's one of
Flash?
my favorite comic characters.
And you saw the
The
teaser
TV
for
show
that,
was
eh?
good up until season 3. Like season 1 and 2 were just mwah. I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah.
Bit repetitive,
So
but
yeah,
enjoyable.
the teaser for this Ezra Miller film with
Miller.
Michael Keaton.
Ezra Mellon. Yeah, does it look good?
What?
I haven't seen the teaser.
You might cut out
Right,
there.
are you good? Yep.
Yep. So I think you've seen it. The
just
Flash.
edit that bit out.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, Ezra
Um,
Miller's Flash was kind of obnoxious and over the top. in Justice League.
Yeah, but you saw he was good in
He was
Steiner's League, I
better.
think.
Wouldn't say good.
Actually, yeah, I agree with that. So they're introducing a version of Supergirl as well in this movie.
Oh, well, I mean, CW Supergirl wasn't that bad.
Well, this one's got black hair.
No, that's not comic. Is she black too?
No, she's
Oh,
white.
that's a bloody surprise. Yeah,
I'll
alright.
send a pic.
I really can't judge. I really can't.
This is a set photo that was leaked a couple of months ago. Yeah.
Why does she look more buff than Henry Cavill?
What else? We've got some TV shows in
Yeah, what have we got
DC
again?
next year.
Yeah.
Peacemaker?
Yep. I'm
Like we said.
excited for that. Always excited for Peacemaker. Very enjoyable character, I would say.
I believe they have Superman and Lois.
Yeah, I haven't watched that show yet. Is it any good?
I've heard it's good. I've seen a couple of
Yeah,
episodes.
I've heard good reviews about it. But I also heard good reviews about Flash Season 4.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what else I heard good reviews about?
Yeah, but
Captain Marvel.
what? Oh yeah, true. Fucking piece of shit show.
I just fucking
What else
Brie
we got?
Larson.
We've got Shazam: Fury of the Gods.
I'm excited for that. I enjoyed the first Shazam movie. It was a very refreshing, light-hearted DC movie. Almost Marvel in character.
I understand that, but I feel like it's a very average film.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't really any drive.
Yeah, see that's the one
plot.
criticism I have with it. It was too character oriented, not enough plot.
Yeah,
But I would still say
I
a
agree.
damn good movie worth watching.
And then also in 2023, apparently we are getting a Green Lantern HBO Max show.
Max. Those are the guys who made Game of Thrones. Well,
Thoughts?
I love Green Lantern. He is one of my favorite comic book characters. He's always in my top 5. And the Ryan Reynolds movie, I know a lot of people say the Ryan Reynolds movie was bad. Am I weird? I enjoyed it a little bit.
If it wasn't for Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah.
that would have been dog
Yeah.
shit.
No, I agree. I definitely did enjoy the movie though. It was nothing
Yeah.
special. I just like Ryan Reynolds, Mark Strong, and Green Lantern.
Understandable. Now here's a show you probably haven't heard of. It's
Well,
called
what's it about?
Naomi, and it's gonna be a CW show. I'll send you the picture for the
Yeah.
first look of it.
I
And
just
that's all you
switched.
need to know.
Do you have any idea about what it's about?
No, they did release a little teaser for it. I don't think it's anything important. It looks kind of boring.
I don't know. I might give it a shot. I might not.
And then there's another DC show called DMZ, but it's not set in any universe. And it's just a show about a demilitarized zone in New York City. So it's like no
Oh, like a No
rules
Man's
there
Land.
at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it looks pretty interesting. I don't think it ties into anything though.
Oh well. I mean. Once
yeah.
again, is it a story that needs to be told? That should be told?
I don't know, but I think it would be entertaining. Like maybe a Walking Dead style show.
I used to really like The Walking Dead. My favorite seasons of The Walking Dead was when Negan was the villain. That was good.
I think I've seen some of those.
Yeah.
I haven't really watched
Okay,
that show
so
properly.
I'm thinking next episode, you can edit this bit out in post-production if you want. I'm thinking, like, at the end of this video, I'll ask if, like, anyone who's listened to this could reach out to us and give us a movie to review. Like, once every episode we would review a movie suggested by the audience. I think that sounds good.
Yeah, sure. But I think next episode we will do Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah, next week. Okay, I'm kind of getting a little nervous though, because the Queensland government has decided to open the borders a little earlier, so they might push. Yeah.
Oh. I don't think they will, because it's that close. I don't think they will push it.
And to be honest, Spider-Man is such a money it's such a money pit for the Queensland government. I suppose it's everyone's gonna go see it.
Yeah, the government would get loads of taxes from that. Like, it's insane. Yeah, I think we might wrap it up.
So, dear audience, you know, just let us know if you have a movie you want us to review or a show you want us to have a look at. And yeah, just contact us on the official Insta. Yeah.
Yeah, comment on the video and we'll...
Yeah.
Or the Instagram.
Get to us, we'll get back to you. And you'll probably hear it in our next video.
Yep.
It'll be good. No worries.
Okay.
See you later.